Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us at USU's Libraries for our guest speaker, Standup Comedian, or True Collaborator presentation. We'll be talking about forming strong library partnerships to support student learning. I'm Katie Luder, and I'm our outreach librarian.
Hi, I'm Kacy Lundstrom. I'm head of research strategy and innovation.
My name is Sara Szobody, and I'm the online learning librarian.
My name is Melissa Spencer, and I'm the liaison assistant. In today's presentation, we aim to share knowledge about the unique teaching partnership the library can provide, some ideas on how to integrate and collaborate with the libraries, and some examples of resources the library can offer for all contexts of teaching from in-person, online, and hybrid instruction.
When we were thinking about how to talk about this, we thought about the courage to teach that it takes, and the fact that there's a really unique context of being a librarian teacher. We are coming into a class as a guest. We may not have a pre-existing relationship with an instructor, and that can just be challenging to kind of make sure that we're all on the same page about what we're doing and why we're there. We also don't have a pre-existing relationship with the students. And that relationship in teaching is so important, especially when we're diving into research that students are doing, which is oftentimes very personal to students, and can be, maybe on a topic that's a little bit touchy. It's hard to jump in when we don't have that pre-existing relationship. And that's where we really do lean on having a relationship with the instructor. That way, that relationship that we have can kind of transfer over, and they can see, oh, students can see, oh, this person has a relationship with my instructor who I have a relationship with, and hopefully we can kind of build that trust a little bit quickly. We also, a lot of times, are sharing a lot of information in maybe only one session, hopefully more like two sessions with students. So we can really be dependent on others to make sure that students have followed through on the pre-work that we need them to do to get through all of the information that we need to cover. Additionally, there can be some differing expectations for what librarian instruction is going to look like. And then again, that's just where having a relationship between instructor and librarian becomes really key, and making sure that there's clear communication on what's going to be covered. There's also can be differing expectations for what effective library instruction looks like. We know from our experience as well as research in librarianship that having that longer term relationship where we aren't just doing a one shot, we're not just there for one day, where we're really embedded and are really working with an instructor from the design of a research assignment going forward is what can be really impactful for students. But just depending on what the expectation is going to be, we need to make sure that everyone's on the same page with that. Studies have also shown that librarians have high levels of teaching anxiety, partly because of this kind of unique context that we are coming into these classrooms that aren't ours, and all of the things that I have talked about. So that is just something that as librarians, we kind of have to work through and figure out how we're going to tackle that and still show up for these classes. And so that's really where this courage speech comes in. Good teachers possess the capacity for connectedness, so we're able to come in and hopefully connect to those students and be a part of that weave that an instructor is already working on, and hopefully add our pieces to that. But that can take just a little bit more work at the beginning.
We have recently transitioned to a new team model. Faculty, staff, and students can request help, instruction, or other support by emailing library.help@usu.edu. So we just have this one contact point. There are some benefits. There's a broader range of subject knowledge and professional experience within the group than just one person can offer. You don't have to be concerned with individual availability. It's likely that you'll have other options with more team members. There's no more tracking down different individual emails. You can just send it to the one contact point. And it enables us to do more cross-training and take advantage of existing expertise and build capacity on our end among our teams. So we'll have better support for questions related to scholarly communications, copyright, data, and systematic reviews. There are numerous ways that the library can help you, which run a broad range from organizing information, citing sources, designing research assignments, as Katie mentioned, supporting open access publishing, access to special collections and archives, among others. So that's just a reminder of the broad range of services that liaison teams can help you with. Are some specific ways that you can collaborate with a librarian, and I think some of these are lesser known. Especially that first one is that librarians can help you with assignment design. We've seen lots and lots of research assignments, and we see in the places where students get stuck on them. So we are happy to look at an assignment that's in draft, or that you'd just like to know what kind of resources or how we might support it. We also offer workshops at least once a year called charrettes, where faculty are put together to give and receive feedback on their assignments, and then there's a librarian at the table as well. So those can be really great ways for librarians and faculty to connect with other instructors as well. We also offer in-person embedded instruction sessions. So often that will include maybe some pre-work for the students so that we can kind of extend the collaboration. And then a session in the library, or we can come to your classroom. We focus on specific outcomes, and we link it to the research assignment that you've given to your students. And that way we can make sure that we're having the most impact during that kind of short, brief time. And then also, as a part of both the pre-work and the follow-up and just extending that influence, we have a good deal of online materials in various formats that can help support different learning outcomes.
As Kacy was saying, USU Libraries has a variety of online learning resources available. Some of these include research guides, and those provide instruction on anything from general research to specific course assignments. And they're easy and a convenient thing to refer back to. And we also have Canvas modules, and those present information in a really engaging way because of their scaffolding layout. We're able to create a layered learning experience for more in-depth research strategies. Another great thing about Canvas is that our modules can actually be embedded into any pre-existing module. We also have instructional videos, and those are hosted on YouTube. And by doing that, it allows for a broader discovery of the information that we're able to put out. And videos, of course, are a great visual way to showcase general information and demonstrate how to. And Niche Academy is another platform that we use to structure tutorials in a more engaging way. It has a lot of the same features as Canvas does, and they can also be embedded into Canvas courses. Each of these online learning platforms are great for general research guidance, but they can be customized based on specific need. And they're also easily accessible and can be integrated in just about anything.
All right. So now that you have a clearer understanding of some of the resources that the library can offer you, we wanted to just share some very basic tips on how to build a partnership with your librarian. I think first, we just have to have an understanding that we want to be able to communicate that we are sharing our goals, that we have shared goals and shared understandings for student learning. And we want to be clear that the instruction that's being offered is tied to meaningful assignments, and that pre-work and timelines that are important to the process have been mutually agreed upon and followed through. Collaboration begins at the deepest level possible, which typically takes place at the assignment or course program level. And so offering just some very basic building blocks to help you build your relationship with your librarian, we offer some of these tips.
And just as a conclusion, we are here because we all want to see our USU students succeed. We really hope that by understanding the context that librarians are coming from can just help us build stronger partnerships, work together, and achieve that common goal. And of course, if you have questions, you can reach out to us at library.help@usu.edu. We'll get to your liaison teams, and we will find the best person here to help you with any of your research, help you with teaching, help you with that course assignment design, any of that. So thank you all for your time.